1 year ago today, devastating wildfires ripped through Maui, Hawaii, killing at least 102 people and destroying a large number of the island's homes and businesses. It was one of the deadliest wildfires in U.S. history. Jonathan Bigliotti is with us from Maui, where the community is honoring the victims today. And Jonathan, I know you've done so much reporting from that community. Good morning.
And good morning to you, Jerika. And it is a somber morning here on the island of Maui. Everybody knew somebody that was lost in that fire, and for some, it was simply too much. About 25% of the community has left the island. For those that have remained, they're like modern-day American pioneers, helping reimagine and struggling to rebuild a new Lahaina.
Damn it!
August 8th, 2023 haunts survivors. From the last-minute escape to images of what the fire left behind and the lives it claimed. 1 year later, many survivors face a daunting road to recovery.
This is the main house right here.
Glenn and Lehua'i'i lost their home of 23 years.
How difficult has the last year been for you?
Having so much courage, trying to be focused. You know, we've got some good days, some bad days.
Insurance and a federal loan will help cover the cost to rebuild. But with a construction shortage, it's been difficult to even get the blueprints required for a permit.
When do you hope to break ground on your new home?
We have no idea.
Crews have cleared about 95% of the 2,200 structures leveled in Lahaina, but only 47 permits have been approved.
What do you see when you look through here?
I just see change.
Glenn and Lehua'i'i's daughter, Shannon, a community advocate who lost her home too, says rebuilding must also include restoring Lahaina's wetlands.
The reason we actually got to this magnitude of a fire is because of our infrastructure, because of the way our land was. There was no water.
A report released by Hawaii's Attorney General in April found the warming effects of climate change combined with population growth turned a lush paradise into a tinderbox.
This historic map from the 1800s, you see all of this water. Before the fire in Lahaina, how much of this water was actually there? Nothing.
Native Keomoku Kapu has been tasked by the state to keep it flowing.
Do you think the days of using groundwater for golf courses, for resorts, are over?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Historic Front Street, long threatened by rising sea levels, could also be transformed, according to Governor Green.
A lot of people are nostalgic, and they grew up with that Front Street of restaurants and beautiful views. Suffice it to say, there are going to be beautiful views and there's going to be a vibrant economy, but things do change.
For now, helping the displaced is the short-term priority. The governor welcomed residents into new housing units on Wednesday.
There will be thousands of homes built now. These houses are some of the first houses that are built.
There are also plans to convert vacation rentals into homes, but critics say that could hurt tourism, which has already dropped 22%. Today, difficult discussions about the future are on hold as Lahaina reflects on all that was lost.
It's been a year, but the emotion is still very raw.
Yes.
It's going to bring back a lot of emotion, especially for my wife. I always try to hide my emotions, but when looking at her, always, I want her to be happy. That's my main thing. Keep my wife happy.
And the EE say today will be the hardest day since the fire. Survivors, including the EEs, will receive financial help, reaching a $4 billion settlement with co-defendants, including the state. The governor telling me that money will start to be dispersed as early as next year. And Vlad, for so many, it can't come quickly enough.
Indeed. And Jonathan, I know you've covered this from the beginning, but I'm so happy that you're there for CBS News, because the people are still hurting.
Yes.
And it feels like for a lot of people, this has fallen off the radar because it happened a year ago and we're here on the mainland. But when you see your reporting and see how people are hurting, you shining a light on that is something remarkable. Thank you, Jonathan.
Glad that's such a good reminder, because for so many people, this is just a news story.
That's right.
They go on to the next thing, but as you can see, it's still very much affecting the people's life. Hawaii is such a beautiful place with beautiful people. And I saw the governor say earlier that last year was about surviving. This year is about rebuilding.
Right.
And it looks like everybody who's remained wants
And
to
the
do
governor
that.
is trying to implement a system that would have visitors pay a fee to go into this climate fund. It hasn't passed the legislature yet, but because tourism is down. So I can
Yeah.
understand why they
22%.
wouldn't want to
Yes.
do it, but that could go a long way to helping
Yeah.
people rebuild.